Where can you find an investment property with 3 units on the actual property itself? Well, in today's video, we have a special treat for you. We're in the city of North Hills, and we're in the North San Fernando Valley, and we're going to be checking out this today and touring a home that has 3 units on the property. What I'm most excited about today's tour is that you very rarely find 3 units on one lot. And make sure you stay till the very end, because at the very end, I'm going to walk you through what it costs to build an accessory dwelling unit, an ADU, here in Los Angeles County, and specifically here in the San Fernando Valley. All right, so we're in the main house right now. So the main house has been completely remodeled. It's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, and this one is actually 1,085 square feet. So even though the house was built in 1960, everything has been completely remodeled here. You're looking in the kitchen, it's brand new with quartz countertops. You have your stainless steel appliances, dual pane windows. You have your recessed lighting throughout, brand new central AC and tankless water heater. You got new stucco and roof, copper plumbing, and the list really goes just on and on. So you may have heard that noise. You are actually under the flight path here at Van Nuys Airport, but we are inside and I have the door open, so disclaimer on that one. So beautiful size kitchen here, again, for 1,085 square feet. Can't really beat that. And then you got your living area over here, your living room. And then if you go to our left, come on over here. This is where your bedrooms are. This is your hallway bathroom. Again, completely remodeled. You got your shower and tub. So nothing huge, but again, this is only 1,085 square feet. And then you go further down the hallway, turn right, and that is bedroom number 1. And you keep going, and here is another bedroom. They're nice. They're nothing extremely big, but again, if you need a 3-bedroom space to rent, this is probably a really good setup here. There's not a lot of 3-bedroom apartments out there, and so when you figure what it would cost probably to rent this, again, we're in the city of North Hills. And this one does actually have its own bath. So they actually said it was 1.5, but it's really... so this would be your powder room. So they don't actually have a shower in here. So they were correct when they actually said that it was 1.5 baths. Okay, so you've seen the main unit, right? And this is, again, 3 bedrooms, just almost 1,100 square feet, essentially. This one, you can come in from the front. Most people are probably going to park in the actual front for that unit. Now you go outside, right? And we'll spend a little more time out here in a bit. But so now you can see the other 2 units. All right, let me pan over here a little bit as I step back. So you have the unit that's attached, and that's called the Junior ADU. And we'll get into more details about that towards the end when I break down the cost of building an ADU. But the second unit that's attached is called a Junior ADU. And if it's attached to the original dwelling, then it cannot be larger than 500 square feet. So this one is actually 425 square feet. And usually, typically, it's either an add-on that's attached or it's a lot of times it is a garage conversion. So you see here, they don't have a garage anymore. They have, basically, they have 2 carports. I would say more of a patio and 1 really big carport there. So we'll go into this Junior ADU first right now, and we'll save the regular ADU at the end, give you a little more information about that. So again, this one is 425 square feet. So you come in, and this one's, again, 1 bedroom, and you have your 1 bathroom. But again, everything is remodeled, right? Everything is, you don't have to worry about being in an old rinky-dink apartment. So this is a good setup If it's just, one person, maybe a couple, it probably wouldn't work for a family. But, if it's just one person or one couple, this isn't bad. And again, a one-bedroom apartment is renting for about $2,500 a month in the North San Fernando Valley, which is where we're at right now. So the fact that you could have a remodeled kitchen with stainless steel appliances and your own bathroom, this is a pretty good setup, actually. So, something like this, probably gonna rent for about $1,700, $1,750 a month right now. We just rented out something very similar to this that wasn't as nice condition. We rented it out for $1,850 a month up in Porter Ranch. So that is your junior ADU. So now we move over to the final and the third property, which is it's detached. Take a look so you can see. So that's what the regular ADU is. It's detached. It's not attached to the property itself. It can be up to as much as 1,200 square feet, but this one is only 491 square feet. I'm sure they probably would have liked to have built it bigger, but one thing you have to take into mind is the cost of being able to do that, and then just not obviously having to be able to build 1,200 square feet. You would have had to have a lot more room on this lot to be able to actually do that. So this is really kind of a pretty good setup, I think. It's probably one of the better ones I've seen. Because sometimes you have two junior ADUs attached to each other. So that's a little crazy and not everybody likes that. So as you come in here, you have a smaller, I would say, living space. It's not as wide. It's more wide. It's not like the other one where you walk in and it's kind of a little open. But again, good little space. And then you turn back this way and here's your kitchen. So again, the stainless steel appliances, updated countertops, stainless steel sink basin, again, with your recessed lighting. And something that you see in both the ADU units is this split system. You see this most of the time when people are building out an accessory dwelling unit, as opposed to putting in brand new ductwork and, actually adding in a condenser and putting in centralized air. Just because the space is so much smaller, it makes sense a lot more most of the time to be able to actually just put in that split system unit. What's nice is because you have one there, and then if you go into the bedroom here, this is also one bedroom, one bath. So this way, if you're in the bedroom, you don't have to cool everything down, the whole unit. You can just worry about being in the bedroom. So you're not looking at a very large living space. So obviously, why, if you're the renter or the tenant, why would you spend that type of money to be able to just cool down that one room when you don't really need to cool down the entire unit itself? All right, so this one, again, a nice fully remodeled bathroom in here. Very nice. With your countertop, remodeled nice vanity in here. So again, stepping out of this one is one bedroom, one bath. It's 491 square feet. Again, with the dual pane windows, your stainless steel appliances, including your built-in microwave, your freestanding gas range, gas cooktop there, and it comes already with your refrigerator or stainless steel refrigerator. All three units do that. And then none of the appliances have been used because no one's actually lived in these units because they were all redone here in 2024. So as we move that back out here, you have access from the alley into this spot. So it's an electronic gate. And then, depending on how the landlord wants to set it up with the parking situation, you have the carport, but you have plenty of room to park a lot of cars back here. And of course, you have street parking on the front as well. So looking at it from the back, you can see here what you have. All right, so you got the ADU again, the junior ADU, and then you have all of this here again in the main unit, which is the 3-bedroom unit. Now I've seen people do it where they've actually rented out the entire space. So all 3 units. I've seen people do that before. Sometimes if you have a larger family, But typically, maybe you'll get 2 or 3 people in the main house, and then in the ADU, you'll look at something, closer to 1 to 2 people in each one. So that's kind of what you're looking at right now. All right, so I promised you at the beginning, and by the way, if this is the first time channel right now, make sure you subscribe. We're giving you a bunch of walkthrough tours throughout properties, not only here in the San Fernando Valley, but in Los Angeles, and kind of educating you, kind of what's taking place in the real estate market and what you can get right now. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a subscribe and follow. And we're helping clients every day buy properties like this, investments, or it may be new construction. So whatever your real estate needs or questions may be, hit us up. We would be glad to help you out and answer any questions and be of service to you. And of course, make sure you follow us here on the channel. All right, so I told you at the very, very beginning that I would tell you what it would cost right now to build an ADU. So it's interesting because when the accessory dwelling units started, they weren't super expensive. Most of the time you could get it done for about $40,000 to $50,000. Well, just because construction and labor costs have increased significantly since then, I would say for most ADUs, you are looking for a junior ADU. Again, the junior ADU can be up to 500 square feet, and that is attached to the main house, the main dwelling. Most of the time, you're looking $80,000 to $100,000 for an ADU that's a junior ADU, again, attached to the house. So that's what you're looking for. And again, that's going to include things like design and structural engineering, getting your building permits. Just your building permits alone can be $8,000 to $10,000 depending on the contractor that you use. You got your site prep, you got your site drainage and system, and rain harvesting and concrete foundation. If you're not doing the normal junior ADU, you're doing a bigger ADU, your cost is going to be significantly higher, right? So in LA County right now, I would say that to play it conservatively, maybe you can get it down to like $325, $335 a square foot. But I would say, if you're putting in finishes like these, you're probably going to be looking at about $350, maybe even high as $360, depending on the neighborhood that you're building a regular ADU. And that can be up to 1,200 square feet. So it's not uncommon if you're building something like the one that's right behind me. It's not uncommon for you to cost you $200,000 to $300,000 to build something like that. So even though you can build at 1,200 square feet, a lot of times it is cost prohibitive to build something that big. Most of the investors don't usually build it up to 1,200 square feet. So again, it just for the actual ADU, not the junior ADU, because it's not attached to the actual house. So you have more things that you have to worry about, like I kind of mentioned before. Like now you have to worry about pouring a foundation. And whether it be for the junior ADU or the main ADU, you have a lot of things like, both of them. You have your windows, exterior doors, you have your separate plumbing, separate AC, separate electrical. So these are things that you have to kind of take into account if you're going to be building one of these. But if you're an investor, the fact that what really makes this property, I think, really unique is, one, it's brand new. Nobody's lived in it. All the remodeling, all the work has been done for you. And at the same time, because of that, what's even better, because no one's lived in it, you don't have to worry about evicting tenants or getting tenants out of there. You can put your own tenants and whoever you want to put in there. And, as we all know, the rental laws are really crazy right now. They're not in favor of the landlords right now. So it makes sense that if you want to be able to buy a property like this, you don't want to be stuck with somebody who's been living in the property already 25 years. So you want to be in position where you can choose your tenants and put the people that you want to be able to put in there. So that way it makes sense for you as a good investment. All right. So, hey, you have any questions about ADUs or real estate investing or buying or selling, investing in Los Angeles, give me a call, reach out to me, send me a comment below, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.